Hi there, it's Dave, the founder and developer of the House Flipping Spreadsheet, and this is a quick video tutorial on how to set up your expense categories, your accounts, and your vendors for the Income and Expense Tracker tools. On the Income and Expense Tracker, you will find columns that help you categorize your income and expenses by type, by account, and by your vendors. These columns include drop-down menus which can be customized to your particular project costing needs and accounting needs. There are 3 different accounting setup options that you can use to customize your income and expense categories, your accounts, and your vendors. Category setup is where you can set up your different income and expense categories to track your income and expenses. Both the income and expense categories have been pre-populated with common income and expense items, but you can customize these items as needed. The Income category section is used to track your different income on the income tracker. Generally, for rehab projects, you will only have resale income from selling the property, but if you do end up holding the property long term, you may have rental income or other income from laundry or maybe even vending machines. In any case, you can set up and customize your income categories in the Income Setup section. Once you get your income category set up, the category list will feed over to the Income Type column on the Income Tracker. There you will find a drop-down menu of the income categories that you've set up, which you can use to track and categorize your income on the project. You can also set up your expense categories on the Category Setup page. These expense categories will be used to track your different types of expenses on the project. The first list of expense categories are pre-built based upon your project budget, and they should not be changed. However, at the bottom of the list, you have 12 additional rows which you can use to add in your own custom expense categories. This list of expense categories feeds over to the expense tracker in the Expense Type column. There you will find a drop-down menu of the expense categories that you've set up, which you can use to track your project expenses. Once you set up your income and expense categories, you can set up your accounts and your vendors. Account setup is where you can set up your financial accounts that are used to pay for your expenses. These could be your credit card accounts, your bank accounts, a PayPal account, or maybe even an expense reimbursement account. To set up an account, simply input the account name for the account. Once you have input the name, the account will be set up. If you want, you can also set up the account number, the name on the account, and input any additional notes as needed. Once you get your account set up, you'll be able to track your expenses by each account on the project using the Expense Tracker. Over on the Expense Tracker, there's a column called Expense Account, which has a drop-down list of your different expense accounts, which you can use to track your project expenses by each financial account. Once you've set up your expense accounts, you can set up your vendors that you're paying on the project, which will be your contractors, your subcontractors, maybe a home improvement store such as Lowe's or Home Depot, your real estate agent, or any other professional that provides a paid service for your project. To set up a vendor, simply input a vendor name. Once you have input the name, the vendor account will be set up. However, you also have other options to set up the vendor's contact information, their tax and insurance information, and any other additional notes as well. Over on the Expense Tracker, you'll find a column called Vendor Name, which has a drop-down list of your different vendor accounts that you set up on the Vendor Setup page, which you can use to track your project expenses by each vendor on the project. Once you get your accounts, vendors, and categories set up, you'll be ready to track and categorize all of your project expenses using the Expense Tracker. If you have any additional questions about your accounting setup, feel free to shoot us an email or give us a call.